It was a amazing atmosphere. You know what they're doing here now at Houston with this program under Coach Sampson's leadership is special. His kids play the right way. There's not a harder playing team out there. They're together as far as the communication and how they coordinate everything on the court. And we just beat a very good basketball team tonight, and just proud of our guys and their effort, because it was going to take. I knew it would take a great effort to win here, and it did.
Coach, can you talk about that? Sorry.
Brian, can you start with the players so we can get them out of there?
All right, well, Collin, just talk about your second half, and just, I don't know, what was that like for you?
Well, I was just trying to take what the defense gives me. Playing with myself, my teammates were setting me up well, and trying to really take what the defense gives me, you know.
You talk about, this was kind of like the Cincinnati game from a few weeks ago where you guys were up and then they came back, but you guys were able to pull this one out. Just what made that possible tonight?
Following coach's game plan, just locking in on defense, stopping the Houston in transition, which they're really good at, and just running the plays on offense.
Tacko, you out-rebounded. I think you out-rebounded. Yeah, you out-rebounded them, and you pretty much kept them pretty evenly on the offensive boards too. Just talk about the effort on the glass tonight.
I mean, we're just trying to be aggressive as a collectively as a group. We know that's what we have to do to win this game, and we knew what we had to do coming in. We have to get it done on the defensive end, and they're a very good rebounding team too. So we had to work hard and win that battle, and the guys have done a pretty good job.
For both players, guys, how pleased were you guys with how well you guarded them tonight?
I'm very pleased. I mean, we followed the coach's game plan. They prepared us pretty well. We just followed the game plan, and it was pretty effective. And I feel like we carried it throughout the whole game for 40 minutes, and that's what you need to do to beat a team like Houston.
Any other players?
Tacko, one, what was the atmosphere like? What can you describe getting a win like this at this point in the season? What's it like in that locker room?
It's great, but the job is not done. I mean, we still have a lot to play for. We got 2 more games we need to take care of, and then after that, whatever comes after that, we'll take care of it. But we can't get too happy. We gotta keep doing what we're doing and just follow the coach's plan, game plan, and take care of business.
Collin, just one last question. Do you guys feel like this might be the game that gets you into the NCAA tournament?
Well, I don't know for sure, but I know that every game we just want to go 1-0 every single time. So it's a big win for us.
Collin, can you see how teams change their game with Tacko inside? They're big guys didn't take many shots tonight. Can you see how teams are reacting?
Could you ask that again? Sorry.
Can you see teams changing their game plan inside with Tacko's presence?
Well, Tacko is just so dominant down there. So I mean, you have to double, or he's just going to score every single time. So with him down there, it just opens up for everybody else on the floor. Me in the post, Aubrey on the wing, BJ, Terrell. Tacko just allows everybody to just play their game.
Anything else for players? Get out of here, guys.
All right, guys.
Coach, over here. It looks like you guys made them work for just about every shot tonight. How proud are you of what you guys were able to accomplish on the defensive end?
I'm very proud of our guys. I mean, they're a tough team to guard. They have everything. They have shooting. They have guys that can score in the low post. They have depth. And so it was going to take a heck of an effort by our guys on every possession to give us a chance to win. And I thought our guys gave us that opportunity. They played hard. They, pretty much every possession.
Johnny, what did you guys do, or what do you think was the key to the way y'all withstood their rush late to try to get this thing away from you?
Well, I mean, we knew they were going to respond. I mean, they're too good a team, and they've had a lot of success. So we knew we were going to respond at some point in time. And what we need to do is just make sure that, when they go on that type of run, that we just stay poised. And I thought we did. I thought we, called a few timeouts. We came out of timeouts, executed very well, and was able to maybe, make a basket or so to kind of slow down that momentum. And then when we regained our momentum, we were able to kind of just hang on. And the guys really just kind of hung on late and made free throws and valued the basketball.
I know that you're not going to say any wins a be-all, end-all, but they had a 33-game home winning streak. They're ranked 6 and 8 in the country. How big a win is this for your club?
It's a huge one for our program. Coach Sampson, what he's done here with Houston, I mean, they've always had a storied program, and what he's done, over the course of the years he's been here, about 5 years or so, has been amazing. We want to represent our conference very well too. We want to be a team competing for championships as well. We're in the process of trying to build towards that, and I think a game like this really helps us because we see what's possible.
Coach, what adjustment did you make from the first matchup in tonight's game?
Well, I think partly it was good because we were able to keep Tacko in the game more. In the first game, Tacko and Collin, if you look at their minutes played, I think Collin played 11 minutes in that game, and Tacko got in early foul trouble in the first half and missed most of the first half. So we couldn't play, the way we wanted to play because we were in foul trouble. This game, we were able to avoid that, and we were able to play, our style. We pretty much play the same way against everybody. We have a system. With Tacko, of course, you're not going to change it too much. Both offensively and defensively. When you have such a unique player, it's built around what he is and what he does, and we were able to do that tonight.
Coach, from a resume standpoint, I know you guys still have a few games to go, but how big was this tonight from a resume standpoint, in your opinion?
In my opinion, it's helpful because it's a really good basketball team on the road. That's always helpful. But I'm one of those guys, I'm oblivious to what happens in the news. Believe me, I don't really pay attention, only because I'm just so locked into what we're doing as a team. And so for us, it's just concentrating on winning the next game and moving forward. And I let the people that handle, those things as far as net and RPI and the things of that nature, that, they'll handle that. But I don't follow that stuff at all. I just concentrate on just the next opponent.
Coach Kelvin mentioned earlier, just at his break, that conceivably 5 teams out of this conference could get into the big dance. What does that say about the strength of the character and the schedule that you guys are putting, the type of basketball that y'all putting out, if 5 of y'all can get in?
Well, it just says a lot about our conference. You look over the last 5 years in this conference, what it's done. And it's been amazing. And this year is no different. You have an opportunity for a number of teams. And I agree with Coach Campson. I thought 5 or 6 teams, should have a realistic look at the tournament. You look at the teams at the top with Cincinnati and Houston, of course. You look at how Temple. You look at Memphis. It's 4 right there. I haven't even said us. Potentially it's 5. And you never know with a team like South Florida and how they're playing right now. I mean, what they do down the stretch. So you're talking about a number of teams that have a chance, and that's what you want. You want a league that has very competitive from top to bottom, and we feel we have that.
Coach, scoring 41 points in the second half on their defense, did you make any adjustments at halftime? Did you guys see anything you thought you could take advantage of?
Well, for us, I mean, it's hard. You have to look at the type of team they have. They're one of the best defensive teams in the nation. What we wanted to do was stick with the game plan, and that was to make sure that we valued the ball and we valued possessions. And we were able to do that in the second half a little better than we did in the first half.
Coach, with so much emphasis on Tacko, obviously, with the way Collin played in the second half, especially the way he started the second half, just talk about his effort in the second half.
I mean, he was special tonight. And, every now and then you see a young man have a special performance. I thought Collin had one of those tonight. I thought his second half start was terrific. He played with confidence. He made the plays he's capable of making. And so we get the chance to see him in practice every day. So I can see his overall potential. I think today was on display for the world to see. But he's a terrific player. He's versatile at his size. And I think he put it all on display. He made threes. He got to the basket and finished. He got to the free throw line. I mean, he pretty much showed you his entire arsenal, and that's what he's capable of becoming.
Houston makes that run late, goes back up by 2, and then Aubrey hits the 3 out of the timeout. Just talk about drawing up that play and the impact of that 3.
Well, I knew they had game momentum, and the crowd was amazing. It was electric in the building. So I'm trying to think about what we can do to kind of maybe get a good look at a shot and put somebody in a position where they're confident knocking it down. And of course, he's done that for us all year. He and BJ have done that for us all season. So I called his number, tweaked it a little bit from how we normally run it, and he came off, got a good look at it, and he knocked it down.
A couple more for Coach.
Johnny, you touched on it early. You've played and coached in big-time situations. What'd you think of the way the crowd responded, the atmosphere, everything?
It was special. I mean, that's when you know that the program is headed in an amazing direction because of the crowd. I mean, it was electric in this building from start to finish, and when we were able to get the lead, I mean, they responded. I'm not talking about just the players. I'm talking about the crowd, and that's what you want to have. You know, they're building. You know, Coach Sampson and his staff, his players are building something special, and you know, I've been a part of that, and so I know what it looks like. And Coach Sampson has moving in the right direction.
What made the difference between the Cincinnati game from a couple weeks ago, where it felt like the same game, but you guys couldn't pull that one out, and this one tonight? What made this one possible?
I think that game made it possible. Playing in games like that, we're going to learn from those experiences, and we're still a work in progress. I mean, this team has not really been together as much because of injuries, and guys hadn't played with each other. So as we go through this year, you know, I was anticipating us getting better and better because as we play more, we'll get more chemistry and continuity. And I think, you know, playing a game like Cincinnati, and we were in a position where we were right there, and we couldn't close it out. And they're a great team, I mean, on the road as well. So you're not just going to go in there and get a win. You know, a lot of things have to go your way. But I think we learned from that game, and we made some improvements, and I think it showed tonight.
Last question.
Given what was going on, the building, how much was going on, college game day, all that stuff here, how much did your guys embrace the challenge coming into this place?
You know, I thought they did. I mean, the big thing, I thought that we didn't get distracted with everything that was going on around this game. I think our guys really did a good job of showing some maturity. They stayed focused and really focused on what we had to do to be successful. And that's what I wanted to do. We talked about all those things last night, and our guys really were locked in and focused on just playing a basketball game.
Thank you.
All right, guys, take care.
Thank you.